thing, we have two plays that we're doing for you. And so we will take it away. This is one of our reading groups. And they are the red reading group, and they're going to put this play on for you. Okay, go ahead, Carson.
Our class has been learning about the first Thanksgiving and especially how the Native Americans helped the Pilgrims when they first settled in the New World. There is a play we would like to present to tell you more about what we are studying. Hope you enjoy it.
A person that looks a lot like yours is a sunny fall day. Mr. Whitman is starting the social studies lesson. I have a surprise. We're doing a play about the Pilgrims. Oh no. We did that last year.
The Pilgrims are boring.
You really think that? Yes.
I don't think so.
Why not, Norco?
I think the Pilgrims were brave.
No, they were brave.
They came over here in a ship, they built houses, they had a big dinner. So what?
They did have a big Thanksgiving dinner. But let's talk about what happened before they had that dinner.
They got on the ship.
That's right. They sailed on the Mayflower. They left in September. Does anyone know how long it took them to get to America? 2 days. That's about how long it would take now, but what about back then?
It took them about 2 months. That's a long time.
Very good, Norco. They were sailing against the Gulf Stream current, and it made their trip very slow. What other problems did they have on the trip?
It was late in the year.
That's right, Ben. There were big storms sometimes. But sometimes the ship leaned almost sideways in the water. Sometimes a pilgrim fell off the deck during a storm. He went into the sea.
Did they save him? Yes, they did.
What other problems do you think they had on the ship?
If it was late in the year, it was cold.
And wet. And scary.
It was all of those things. It was also very crowded. There were 102 pilgrims, with 30 crewmen, and some dogs and cats. Some of the pilgrims had to sleep in hammocks. Some of them had to share beds, and most of them got very seasick.
They got sick from the rocking of the boat.
Think about being sick for 2 whole months. Think about being cold and wet and scared. So what happened next?
They landed in the New World.
So everything was okay then?
Sure.
They had friends to meet them. They had a nice warm place to stay. They had shops so they could buy food.
No, they didn't have any of those things.
That's right. It was just an empty beach in a big, scary, dark forest.
Did they want to go home?
I would have.
But they couldn't go home.
Why not, Jen?
Because they didn't think about it.
Very good, Jen. No one could sail across the ocean in the winter because they couldn't find enough food to pack for the journey. Even the Mayflower crew had to stay for the whole winter. The pilgrims had to live on the ship while they tried to build houses on shore.
What happened then? Then they got sick.
Seasick? No, this was much worse. It was a really bad fever that they called great sickness. The pilgrims were ill and weak. Many of them died.
How many?
Do you know, Norco?
Half? That's a lot.
Yes, it was. Really understanding the gospel.
So what then? Did he give up?
They probably felt like giving up, but they didn't. It was a long, hard winter. They did not have a doctor.
They couldn't go by then.
And they were still living on that cold, wet ship.
They had started to build houses, but when everyone got sick, they had to stop. What happened next?
What do you think? Did they stay cold forever?
No. Spring came, and the Met seemed set. Who was he?
Don't you remember, Jen? He was a Native American.
He helped them learn how to plant crops, serve as one.
And why didn't they know how to do that?
Because they had lived in towns before. And because different plants grow in different places.
That's right. Most of the pilgrims had lived in cities. They were not farmers. And the seeds they had with them could not grow in the New World. What did the Native Americans help them plant?
Corn! Without the corn, they might have starved.
So they planted crops, they built houses, and they learned how to hunt in the forest.
Then fall came. They harvested food and they wanted to make their new friends. So they had to have a big party.
Think how hard their year had been. They had left their home.
They had crossed the stormy ocean.
They had gotten very sick.
They had learned how to do everything, build houses, plant crops, and hunt. They were living all by themselves in a strange place. But then they found the new friends to help them. How do you think they felt by the time the year was over and they had made it?
Thankful!
I think so too. Now who thinks we should perform this play?
I do.
No.
That is very good.
Very good. Thank you,
I just wanted to say, y'all did a good job of keeping the flow going. Nobody was stopped. They knew exactly when to talk. That was a good thing to see. That was very good.
And then what, Wes is gonna introduce the, stars of the play. Go
Oh,
ahead.
Mr. Lampman. Sean. Yo. Joe. Carson. Norco. Alyssa. Kana. Alyssa. England. Ben. Noah.
You love my
Okay, thank you. Now, would you go around that way and get in line? We have one more play for you, up quickly. Okay, wait a second. Everybody here get in line. Get in order and.
Very good job.
Yeah, these are